When we're looking back at the videos, you were like a hero, back then.
Artist, celebrity, bro.
So whenever we are in Indonesia, I and Along always think we're gonna do the best, blah blah blah. But when we going back to Singapore, when we kat airport Changi Airport, walking through the travelator, well, this is the real life. We are out from our fantasy life. Feel like two different worlds.
What's the fiercest rivalry and atmosphere that you felt?
Against Persibaya Surabaya in Surabaya. Even before the game, the bus already thrown with stones and all. Broken already the bus. Some even died before the game start.
Oh.
What a brilliant goal! Usain Bolt storming through, takes it. We've never seen anything like it.
The Sportswire Podcast.
Welcome to Sportswire, your fast track to everything sports. I'm your host, Saifullah Akbar. I'm joined by Syed and his skill. For our guest today, he's once regarded as the Cristiano Ronaldo of this region. Unfortunately, we don't have CR7 with us here today, but we do have R6. With us here today, we have Mr. Ridhuan Muhamad. Ridhuan,
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
how are you? How's the preparation for Tanjong Pagar this season?
I think still a lot of work needs to be done. Yeah, but of course, definitely you will see a different kind of Tanjong Pagar this season. Yeah.
What kind of difference would you see compared to the last few seasons and this going into this 25-26 season?
I think we finished off last season, even though we are bottom, but we showed the determination in finishing the season. So I think this will continue and to start the new season even better with that determination that we finish off.
We'll talk about clubs later on, but just to touch on yourself, we try to bring you back all the way to when you were very young. How was your childhood like growing up?
I think my childhood plays lots of football, street football. Yeah, during that time, we even play under the void decks. Yeah, every time we go down, every kids are playing. Everywhere you can see kids playing football. Whether the restriction of not can't play under the void deck, the rules and regulation, we don't care. We just play and enjoy. Yeah.
So you played a lot during your time at the void decks. And when did you started playing football? Like during primary school or
Primary school, like at 7 actually I started.
7 and then you all the way went up all the way to secondary and all that.
Yeah.
During those times, is there something that or someone that influenced you to play football, or you just picked up?
During that time, of course, Malaysia Cup was the one that really spiked me. Yeah, that going to National Stadium, my dad always bring me and looking at fans, the atmosphere and the game that they play. Fun during that time was Fandi Ahmad and the team. They call it the dream team. So that really sparks my interest and wants to be a professional footballer and represent the country one day.
You talk about looking up to those players, and as a young boy, how do you start? Which academy did you start to go to? To our knowledge, you started with Milo Soccer School. Is that true?
Yeah. So at first I didn't know about all these academies. I only played a void deck football. But Sharil was with me in primary school, Sharil Shah. So he was the one who started first with the Milo Soccer School.
Okay.
So he asked me whether if I want to join him to play his team. So called he like dah macam dia punya club punya ni So he brought me and go through the trial and then from there on we move forward together.
But how old was that?
That was under 11.
11. So 11 played Milo Soccer School, and then back then there was National Football Academy, is it? So
it was later part was during we were in our 13s. Yeah.
Oh, so you went to NFA 13 together with Sharil also.
Sharil.
So is Sharil your batch or same?
Yeah, same batch. Sharil, Hassan was there. Then Bai came in later because Bai was with Gilang.
But talking about same batch, what are the memories you have with Sharil? But as a young boy, you grew up with them. What kind of memories you had with them?
We got lots of travelling memories, especially going to Thailand. Because nowadays, footballers really like, for me, to see them travelling to Europe every time, Europe, Japan, I think is a kind of privilege right now.
Yeah.
During our time, it's just a 14 hours bus ride to Pattaya, Singapore, to Bangkok, Singapore, and by bus, not by plane. But I think during the road trip that create the bond and on and off the pitch.
So can I assume was that the challenges that you guys faced as a young boy? Those kind of tough travelling and all that? Or are there any challenges?
Yeah, it's not for us. It's not a challenge, but I think it's tiring. But it's enjoyable at the same time because we travel with our friends, right? Long trip, yeah, and then we play football. We go travel long way just to play football and come back. Yeah.
But other than that, what kind of other challenges you face as a young boy traveling with them? Was financially, how did you guys try to buy foods and all that?
Financially, of course, our parents will support us, and also we have some a minimum amount of pocket money given by FAS, to support us. So I think that doesn't give much trouble or problem for us.
Understand.
Honestly.
Interesting.
Looking back, I mean, talking about a bit of overseas trip, I mean, you had you were talking about your time in Pattaya, Thailand, and Asia and all. When we were doing a bit of searching on you, I mean, a bit online, they mentioned that you went overseas to Osaka, Japan at 11 years old. Is that true?
Yeah, correct. It was the first international boys cup that Japan hosts. So we are the first batch that went there to play against the international teams like Brazil, South Korea, it's like a mini World Cup for under 12, under 11. Yeah.
How was the tournament like? How was the result? Any memories over the result?
It was a great experience, especially for us going through a big tournament. For us, it's already a big tournament. It's like a World Cup for us.
Correct,
And looking at players physically and technically, can see the vast difference. Yeah, but of course, the result, of course, wasn't on our side, but it's not the worst result during my entire career, of course.
But was it demoralizing or it made you like want to do better?
Of course, it made us want to do better. For us, every player will motivate us to push better and to see how can we be better than them and what are the difference that made them better than us. Yeah, so we, even though it's a trip, we are still at 11, but we still share like if communication. If we have some of them can speak English, of course, a little English, so we can ask them how's their training like and all. Yeah.
During those times, because I mean now, of course, everything is quite in the open. You know, the FAS budget and all is quite in the open. But during those days, during your time and all back in the day, how was it like going to Osaka, Japan? Must your parents fund it, or do you have a bit of subsidy? What was the arrangement like back then?
Everything was still covered by FAS in terms of accommodation, travelling, and the expenses there. Yeah, only extra. Of course, we will ask our parents for extra pocket money. But of course, during that time, when we think back, it was a waste because we don't know anything to buy there, what to buy. Yeah, if they give us the time now, of course, the money now, we know what to get there.
But those times, of course, a bit different. No? 11 years old.
We don't know anything.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, you know, the sacrifices that you make for football. Like, for instance, Ronaldo, he went to Lisbon to train. And he was away from his family, cried a few nights. Okay, so those distance, right, and sacrifices that they make them big. So what were your sacrifices that not many know?
For me, during my time, my sacrifices was, of course, the management of time from school. Finish school late the whole morning until afternoon. The afternoon, with that school uniform, we travel to Geylang Field. From Geylang Field, we train at Christchurch, Jalan Besar, the old Jalan Besar. Then by the time we finish training at 9, then we travel back in the train, and some of the public looking at why are these kids still in uniform at 10, 11 plus, not going home. Either they study hard or they just loitering around. So I think that time really is a sacrifice for us, and also when we travel, because we are young. Sometimes the dates that we travel, it clashes with like Hari Raya or Hari Raya Haji. Yeah, there's one point we were in Greece when it was Hari Raya.
Wow.
Yeah, then we call home, sedih kan tengok kita makan ikan bilis sambal yang bawa. Yang lain semua makan lontong, rendang.
But how do you manage school though at that age? You know, because not every younger generation get to travel to those kind of country, play football at that young age and all. How do you manage school and all at that young age? Were you like 100% football or like 50 football, 50 study or 60-40?
Ever since when I was 7, when the Malaysia Cup sparks me, it was already 100% football. Study was just 50 as long as I pass or just pass, okay.
As long as parents don't make noise, okay.
Yeah.
Understand. And looking back, because you have a very long career when we look back and all. I mean, there was a time when you were playing Young Lions in 2003. Yeah, I think when we were doing a bit of research on your end, we saw that your performance caught an eye of the national coach back then. If I'm not mistaken, excuse my pronunciation, it might be Radochko.
Radochko Abramovic.
Radi. So how was what was it like making an international debut at that young age?
Actually, the call-up was really a surprise because during that time when Reddy first came to Singapore, I was, of course, with Sivaji, my head coach in Young Lions.
Yeah.
So, in Young Lions during that time, either I start as first 11 or I don't change. I sit on top of the stands.
Oh, no in between, huh?
There's no in between. There's no bench for me. Either I start or I sit on top. So when the call up at the end of the season, when I got called up for national team, I was shocked because I didn't make it for the SEA Games squad even.
Oh, okay.
So because of that call up, and no choice, of course, under 23 have to call me up for the SEA Games.
Yeah.
So that's where from that first SEA Games, I create an impact and of course followed by the national team call up.
But you started in the national team or how, what was the arrangement back then?
So it started from that call up. Then SEA Games called me because that year was before that national team training starts.
Yeah.
The SEA Games were preparing for the SEA Games.
Okay.
So I was called up last minute.
So you started accordingly.
Yeah. So but I didn't start the game in SEA Games. Someone start, my senior.
Okay.
And I think after 10 minutes he was sub. Then I came in and I performed and that's where I got
10
my
minutes
place.
first half?
Yeah.
But what was the reason in Young Lions you either start or stands?
I think during that time the coach just, of course, I was one of the juniors among the others. So and of course I was playful. I love to joke around on the pitch. So maybe the coach think that this young player not serious. So I can understand his point of view and why he didn't choose me. By the end of the day, he don't know what I have in my pocket.
But when you let's say you didn't you get the national team but not yet the SEA Games, was there any people that had doubts with you? Where they thought, hey, this guy never get SEA Games but get national team?
Yeah, my close friends said,
is it?
Oh, how come you never get for SEA Games but you got it? You got selected for it. I say, at the end of the day, every coach have their own views, you know. Yeah, coach doesn't see my potential, but
This coach,
Yeah.
I understand.
But do you think this kind of favoritism still exists in today's football?
yeah,
Still?
yeah, definitely.
Definitely still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only that, like for us, we as ex-players, we know, we have seen, and now I'm as a coach, I have to manage this
Correct.
because even some players expect this.
Mm.
They expect to see that maybe angkat-angkat sikit lah ni coach. Maybe try angkat-angkat, maybe boleh coach ni boleh side. But for us as ex-players, we know what kind of players try to angkat and what kind of players. So for us, we have to be smart in managing, especially at first team.
Yeah.
The expectation and all.
How does this impact the team as a whole with all this favoritism involved? If it happens,
Some clubs, I think some clubs who knows about this, it's been a culture to them, it's nothing. But if a new club and seeing a new coach coming and having this kind of biasness and maybe some even at first team playing under table, we don't know, just to come and I want to play. So that thing can cause long term.
Touching on the under table and all, we know that this culture of under table happens outside of Singapore, in Thailand
Also,
and all, 100%, sponsors and all, it happens. But do you think it happens in Singapore? What's your perspective on it?
I think Singapore not as much.
Okay.
Yeah, not as much. But the choice of players, to play, who to change and all, I think that one definitely there is. Yeah.
not as much, so it's happening.
I cannot say.
No comments.
Okay, let me touching on the time where you played in Young Lions 2023. Moving forward in 2007, you moved to Tampines Rovers under coach Ridhuan Muhamad.
Yeah.
So what impact did you playing alongside senior players like Rafi, Ali, Nazri, Nasir have on your development?
Oh, I think it's really one of my growth that really I really learned lots from all this. Like Rafi, of course, having to be playing alongside with them, they are during that Fandi Ahmad's time, the dream team is already a dream come true. You know? While when I was small, watching them play, and now I'm with them on the pitch playing with them.
Yeah.
So one is already a dream come true, and of course, I'm a young player. I'm fast. They are a team that keep possession, and me having the ball, always running alone, always being fucked. So by being every time that create a learning environment so called for me. So I need to think and okay, they are different kind of player. They can't be coping with my speed. So from there on, I learned to adapt. Of course, Suti was there also on the left. So from there, we learned, of course, Alam Shah was there, the striker, Mirko. I think lots of quality players there technically. Yeah.
You mentioned you were a young boy when you were in the team, but you train with them every single day. What kind of habits do you pick up from them? Like, you know, when you see them, these kind of players where you say you were a young boy, you watched in the national team, now you're playing with them. So what kind of habits you picked up that, you know, you followed with you throughout your career?
Of course, don't hold the ball too long. You'll get slammed.
But looking back now, because you mentioned that you grew up with all these older players that you looked up to and all, and you made your professional debut for even a national team at a very, very young age. How do you control your hit, like in terms of, you know, like you don't get over yourself? Like how do you maintain like humbleness on and off the pitch? Because 100% if you get that kind of call up, anybody at that young age, surely you get a bit of airhead, you know.
For us, for me and also Sharil or my batch, during our time, because the senior players showed a role example.
Okay.
We lead by example. So like Alam Shah and all, they will just say, if we go for a trip, of course the young ones carry the luggage. He will ask if we just stand and watch our kidman, Abang Umar, taking luggage, he say, dah 10 tahun dah national team. So from then on, it's already in our mind. We are young. This is the time we work. But when it comes to buying food, extra perks, then the senior players will take out money, but we will buy.
Okay.
Then they will say, when your time comes, when you are the senior, you provide them. They will do the job.
Yeah, it's a culture thing.
So it's already from that on, it's already in us. So when we reach senior, the young ones will do this. So the young ones, of course, if they think that we are bullying them, it's not.
Yeah,
It is a culture, and also it is a respect.
Yes. I mean, this
You have to earn it first.
Yes.
Yeah.
But did you do when you were senior?
Yeah, I did.
I heard last time Alam Shah did ask Haris, you know, to wash his boots, and I don't know if that's true, but do you do that kind of stuff?
Haris, I don't know, but Ismail knows, yeah, because Ismail roommate with him. But Haris, yes. During that time, Haris, of course, when he first call up, we asked him to do things, and he will be like, oh yeah, abang, yeah. But to me, Haris, from the first call up till today, is the same Haris.
Top class, huh?
Top
class.
No dramas.
No story.
It's been like that till today.
Street football, huh?
Yeah, street football.
So with the kind of camaraderie you have with the team, right, in the national team, you were part of the Singapore AFF Championship and you won 2004 and 2007. So can you take us back and what's a moment from the entire tournament that gives you goosebumps till this day?
It was scoring the equalizing goal against Malaysia in 2007 semi-final. I think that was a good one because the whole stadium was quiet when Malaysia scored at 1-0 at, I think, 50 plus minutes or 60 plus minutes. So it was like total silent in National Stadium. After that, comes to 76 minutes, then I equalize, then it's like the whole stadium alive, back in life. Yeah. So it's like really a goosebump.
I mean, looking back, because touching a bit on the national team, because you had a very long period of time in the national team and all. What do you feel is the main difference from the national team now and the national team then? Because at that point of time, you guys were winning titles. You know, in Southeast Asia, I think you guys were considered Lions, the strongest. But what's the difference do you feel now? Do you feel the hunger disappeared or player quality dropped because training is too soft? What do you think?
I've not been with the batch like full batch.
But based on what you see on see and what you hear.
Okay lah. Maybe from my point of view, maybe from the start, maybe the young Lions time or the youth time, coaches have been too soft.
Understand.
and they are losing this like, oh, it's okay.
Understand. It's not too.
Until the national team, everything is okay. So it's not the hard kind of, the hard kind of style. So they think that this new gen is, you need to have a different kind of approach, the softer approach. But maybe in sports, you still have to go hard, means you go hard.
Maybe that kind of approach doesn't work lah.
Yeah, because you are at elite. And of course, they have to understand and accept. If they can't understand and accept, then they are not meant to be in the elite. Yeah,
Is that what you're doing with the Tanjong Pagar under-17?
of course.
Yes.
Whatever the first team are doing, we are doing similar. But of course, not the F thing and all that. Be firm, be stern, but
Professional.
yeah.
Understand.
I think not only about coaches, but like during your time when you were young, the senior players also push you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like this time maybe, when we push a bit of the younger players, they start to...
Training is like war. Because everybody wants to give the best, everybody wants to start. Yeah.
I mean, you played a lot of big matches, like his skill mentioned. You scored, played those AFF championship tournaments and all that. You scored winning goals and all that. Those are big matches. Now, what is your personal routine like mentally and physically before going into these big matches in the changing room? How do you prepare yourself?
Actually, the preparation starts from training, and of course, because we will be in centralized, right? When national team. So during that hotel period, that's the time that we really focus and discipline ourselves, especially 2 days before games. 48 hours before game is very important. So all that recovery, bath recovery, the sleep is important.
Any superstitious ritual you do? Maybe same underwear?
Oh, no.
Nothing?
There's
No superstitious ritual.
There are players like that, I know, but I'm not that kind of one.
We talk about 2007 just now in Tampines. Moving forward again in 2009, you left for Arema Malang, Indonesia. Is that correct? You played Arema Malang in 2009, scoring 24 goals in 90 appearances and winning the 2009-2010 league title. How did that move came about in your career?
I think that was from Alam Shah.
He was playing that, so?
Yeah, he called me because supposed to be by Mustafiq to join them in Arema and Alam Shah, but they turned it down. So they went to Persija. So Arema asked Alam Shah, whoever one more player that you are comfortable with, you can just bring.
So Alam Shah was
the power.
Yeah.
So Alam Shah was the agent basically.
Yeah, he was like my agent.
What was the feeling like playing at the Arema Malang? Because when we were looking at videos, the stadium looked packed.
Yeah. So every game for Arema is for Indonesia, every game average of 24 to 27,000. The average. But in Malang itself, at least 27 to 30k. Yeah. Every game, league game. Yeah.
I mean, because we all know that when it comes to Singaporean football and all, there's only a limit on how much they can pay a certain player, they can clear certain because of the fan base and all that kind of stuff. But when we look back at Malang and all, if you're talking about 30,000 per game, is the contract there slightly bigger, although it's in rupiah?
It's bigger, but not all club can pay whatever they have promised. That's the problem in Indonesia.
Understand?
Yeah, you can have big contracts. They promise this, but later there will be delay. Some don't even pay. Sometimes have to wait until the season finish. Then 6 months, 5 months. Back pay.
You encountered that during your time?
In my
Indonesia time?
last part of the year of contract.
But how did you cope though? Because I mean, end day you have responsibilities, you have family that you need to clear for. Do you get any one-off from the FA and all that they help you with it?
So before we of course we have bonuses. Bonuses we have every game. Then when we sign a contract, we already take like 25% of that year.
Oh, okay.
So that is part of to prepare.
Okay.
Some club can even give 50% of your annual contract
So you
salary.
get upfront.
Yeah, upfront.
Okay. But touching on Malang, when you sign the contract and all, how was the amount like back then? Because now, of course, we know because we can see on the net. But at that point of time, during your time, how was the amount? Is it like
Now it's even bigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So during that time, average for a foreign player that is not known.
But you're known, no?
During that time, not known. Only Alam Shah is known. So when Alam Shah called me, they were like,
Who's this?
Who the hell is this player? They have doubts. Even though I scored against Malaysia and all, they don't know. They only know Alam Shah. There's only one Alam Shah. So or Bayaki or Mustafiq, they know. But this, who the hell is this? So during that time was about minimum range for players that is unknown. It's about 7 and above lah.
Okay.
7 and above. But which is bigger than still Singapore.
100%.
Bigger than Singapore.
Comparing at that point of time.
What did you learn about yourself during your time at Arema? Did you learn did you improve?
One thing that really improved, of course, my performance is totally different from when I played in Singapore was, I think the atmosphere boosted my performance up.
Yeah.
Because not all players can cope with pressure and big crowd. But for me, I love it. I love to have big crowds. I love to have crazy crowd. I love to have even go to away game with crowd try to terrorize me. So for me, this will motivate me to make sure I keep their mouth shut. How am I going to keep them shut?
Was there any culture shock? I mean, it's not that far from Singapore. Was there any culture shock when you entered the team? Anything you felt like, very different, or you didn't know this kind of thing exists?
The culture part.
Was it the same?
Of course, it's not the same.
Okay.
But I just love it. I'm easy to adapt to all this.
The scene itself.
Okay.
Only something is different is of course outside the when it's in public lah. Yeah. You don't have your kind of privacy.
But when we're looking back at the videos, you were like a hero, back then.
Celebrity, bro. Celebrity.
Like an artist. But how you manage your day-to-day life?
So whenever we are in Indonesia, I and Along always think, okay, this is it. We're gonna do the best, blah blah blah. But when we finish or we have break, we going back to Singapore. When we kat airport Changi Airport, walking through the travelator. Well, this is the real life. We are out from our fantasy life. Then once we going back, gonna be back in our fantasy life. So like two different worlds. The treatment also is different.
But then I think what Sai was talking, so they treat you like an artist there,
Yeah.
But did they give you extra security because of how the fans swarm you and all?
Sometimes you don't even need to ask for security.
They give you.
Automatically security come. I can tell you, I've been out every night in Malang. Even I go toilet, security just follow me. I didn't even ask. I don't need to hire any security with me. Hey, when I say, hey, got security waiting for me to pee.
So Alam Shah was your agent, right? So he must have been like your very close friend. Not agent lah.
Not agent lah. Yeah. The middleman lah.
Yes. So how was he as a player, playing with you as well? Any
of course,
unforgettable memories?
As a player, he's a leader. He's born to be a leader. And of course, he's also a brother in and off the pitch. Besides a leader, he's also a brother to us. Not to me, even to the Indonesian local players till today still, find him as like really a cousin, even a brother, big brother. Yeah. Like blood brothers.
But maybe looking at Alam Shah and all, because he had a very good footballing career and also now a coaching career. Now, when you look at him, because now I think you're still spending time with him on a day-to-day basis at the club and all. When you look at him as a person, I mean, Andy is a local boy, When you look at him, what makes him very different from any other local boy? Because his career has been quite amazing, I would say. So what's the main difference if you compare him to another?
The main difference is he is really mentally strong.
Okay.
And if he's wants something and he's disciplined to get it, no matter how, he will get it. Yeah, you can see him. Every time see Alam Shah Rika, Alam Shah got into hustle, Alam Shah this. But if you know him in person, he's totally a different guy. Yeah. But because of his, go through his childhood days, he's strong, he's independent. That's why. As a player, he is the same also as a person.
So he's the main, that's why he's Alam Shah.
There's only one Alam Shah.
Right. Talking about your time in Indonesia and your time with your Malang and all, during your prime days, because when you're looking back at highlights, you were quite impressive back in the day. Any reason on why you didn't try to have a move in Europe? Was it because of not enough agent, or was it because too far from home, you didn't like it?
Actually, I never thought about even Europe. My dream club to play was in Japan, Urawa Reds. That was my dream club to play for. Yeah, but
Understand.
of course, with Singapore at that level in the country,
It's a bit slightly harder.
yeah,
lah.
it's not easy for foreign, and they are looking of course for quality foreign.
Correct.
Even if we can match with their local, it's already good enough. Yeah.
So
It's
was
not
there like a
easy.
proper channel back then for players to go trust to, even you said, to Japan or
Yeah, there are, if you have the right agent to go for trials. Yeah, but I'm not sure if today any of our local players or international players even thought of playing in Japan.
We asked Shawal, he said the weather couldn't make it for him.
Oh yeah, because of the different kind of weather, environment.
Yeah. So you've been involved in several derby matches in Singapore and Indonesia. So what's the fiercest rivalry and atmosphere that you felt during your time?
The fiercest one, of course, against our derby against Persibaya Surabaya in Surabaya. That was one of till today. I think that was gonna be the craziest match, and the environment.
Was it scary or enjoyable?
Both.
To you.
It's a mixed feeling. Even before the game, the bus already is already thrown
Kena
with
hentam
stones
ah.
and all. Yeah, broken already the bus.
that was your away game?
Away game in Surabaya.
Crazy. Wow.
Yeah, so they are really derby is like really a derby. It's like Boca Juniors, Boca Juniors when play with River Plate or is really that kind of.
They can havoc, huh?
Yeah, some even die before the game start.
Oh.
Oh,
The
really?
fans, yeah.
Oh.
So because Malang, you need to pass Surabaya to go Juanda airport. So even you are driving end plate is from Malang. If you drive towards Juanda going airport, maybe you want to travel. You're not even thinking about football.
You think whether make it alive or not?
Yeah. Fans from Surabaya will just wait to see one car and they will just whack.
Oh my God.
You got no intention. No. So if you know Arema going to play on that day in Surabaya, if you have plans to take flight, better don't take the Malang plane. Take the air plane. Air plane is Surabaya.
It's safer.
Yeah, safer.
I mean, talking about playing in Indonesia, in Singapore throughout your career, who was the toughest defender you ever faced in a match and why?
Where in Asia or
Asia, yes. Internationally or when you play in Indonesia, is there a defender that, wow, this one really I'm not looking forward to play with him?
I think
But
toughest.
everyone also you sapu.
Yeah. Come to think, actually, everybody. No, lah. Yeah. I think playing, there's no specific player, but usually from Middle East countries is difficult because they have that strength and that speed. Yeah, and especially playing away in Middle East, the dryness of want to breathe is difficult, and sometimes it's even heaty when you breathe. Yeah. So played against like Oman and Qatar, not easy.
Not easy, yeah.
Yeah, because touching on like you're talking about full pack stadium and who you didn't like to play against and all. In 2021 there was an interview where you said that the crowd noise and atmosphere was so overwhelming that it actually changed how you played. Was it true? That when the fans was like 20,000-30,000 people was there, because of how the fans were cheering, booing and all, you changed your playing style, or was it mainly all the way the same?
It boosted me. It's the same, but it kind of boosts my performance.
Understand.
Yeah.
So,
Suddenly like evolve like that. Like Pokemon evolve.
but did you become more aggressive, or was it
Aggressive, but I'm in control.
okay?
Yeah, in control.
Don't lose
Yeah,
your head.
yeah.
I think.
And I will just, if even someone, because Indonesia League, they will just, when they tackle, they will just anyhow.
Okay.
So even if hit, I will just smile and just move on.
Correct. I mean, touching on the Indonesia topic and all, because I mean the fan base is so much, like so big and all. But looking at our local boys and all, not many actually went over to Indonesia. A lot of them had the time in Thailand and all. Why was it? What was the sudden shift like in terms of the culture wise? Like at the point of time, you had Bahaki, you had Alam Shah, you had yourself and all that wanted to go to Indonesia. But why? What happened today? Like why is it now? It has shifted to Thailand instead. Is there any reason? Was it because of salary? Was it because of the culture?
I think it's all because of the salary wise. I think, and also the demands, and of course Thailand maybe have because of the slot, Asian slot also.
ASEAN slot,
Yeah. ASEAN slot. So yeah, Thailand maybe, Singapore one of the cheapest maybe.
Possible. Yeah. But I think ND as well, I think a lot of our local boys, I think if the opportunity present itself, a lot of them would rather go to Indonesia. Do you think so? Or will they still prefer Thailand if let's say the
I think
contract
there's
was
opportunity, they will go to Indonesia.
as well.
Yeah. Just like Zul, right? Currently, he been telling me that before he retired, no matter how he wants to play in Indonesia League, which he already had.
He's really keen,
and currently also.
Understand. Okay.
So during your time in Indonesia, right, was there one particular game where everything clicked and you felt unstoppable?
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Every game, I'm unstoppable. So before every game, it's already known that Alam Shah will say, malam ni 3 points. Because throughout the Championship League time, we only lost to one team. No. 2 teams. But only this one team that we have never won for that whole season. Balikpapan, Persiba Balikpapan. I don't know why. We attacked, but we just couldn't win them home and away.
Maybe
they are the only club that we didn't win for that season. So the rest of the club, we lost and we won them back. Yeah.
Touching on what Sai mentioned earlier just now, when you played your time in Indonesia, was it so long? Did you experience any superstitious stuff there in Indonesia, where they tried to use things to bring you down because you're performing so well?
During that moment, I didn't even think about this. I was just enjoying the time there, playing, enjoying the fans, appreciating my contributions. Yeah.
Okay. So no such.
I never thought about all this.
Okay.
But comes to think, when you ask about this, there are one time yang before that, Coach Fandi also told me that they can even luar hujan in the middle of the stadium, never rain. It happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it was raining outside, but while we were playing, on top of us, it doesn't rain.
Okay.
Yeah. If our sports hub, we have because of the. But Indonesia,
I mean, okay, you mentioned just now you were unstoppable every game, I mean, fans at that point of time compared you, or not say compare, but refer you as the Cristiano of this region. How did that make you feel? You were called the R6. How did that make you feel as a player?
Of course, feel good.
How the nickname came about? You give yourself a nickname?
Actually, I came out as merchandise during that time.
Okay.
Because my initial is R and I'm wearing 6. So last time we have R9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only that dia terbalik je kan. R6. So that started, that merchandise started everyone calling me R6.
Okay.
Or Super 6. Yeah.
Did this nickname mean anything to you?
Actually, nothing. Yeah.
but did they give you the nickname because of your playing style, or was it because of the merchandise you dropped?
Maybe because of the playing style. Because I'm direct and I'm fast. Yeah.
Understand.
And then you later went on to loan to Putra Samarinda. Is that true?
Yeah, Persisam Putra Samarinda.
How did that loan came about?
That loan was, I just came back from hamstring injury.
Okay.
Yeah, because during that period before that, there was a dualisma between, there's two leagues going on. So while waiting for which the real Arema to sign, so there wasn't have any training. So once the league start, I played, then got the hamstring tear.
What kind of challenges you faced during that period? Not easy to suddenly go on loan. Did you agree to that loan, or were they just like
I agreed to that loan because I need time to recover my hamstring, to strengthen it. Yeah. But then after that period, because of the dualism still happening, so I came back to Singapore in 2014.
Touching on the loan at Samarinda, because we do understand that when it comes to club loan, sometimes the main club will buffer the main salary itself. But talking about Indonesia and all, I mean, although the fan base is bigger, do they buffer your salary when they go to loan, or the Samarinda will tank majority of the salary? What was the arrangement back then?
It was 50-50.
Or 50-50 arrangement.
For my case.
Understand. So both were quite supportive with that.
Yeah.
Understand. Did you enjoy your time in Samarinda?
Yep. Of course, that 6 months, 6 months there. But of course, with still recovering from hamstring, it's not easy. Yeah, of course, their expectation from R6, from Arema, the performance that they've seen, of course they expect the same, which I couldn't because I'm just recovering from my hamstring.
Yeah.
So overall, your time in Indonesia, was it good for you?
You seem like you enjoy
I
yourself.
think,
no?
it's really good.
I enjoy, bro.
Day and night, man. 24/7 I enjoy.
But I think, of course, the off pitch and all, I think naturally if you go to Thailand, Indonesia, there's a bit more things to do off the pitch itself.
Of course.
But talking about on the pitch culture itself, during your time in Indonesia and during your time in Singapore itself, was there any difference in terms of the culture or in terms of the playing style? Does the training in Indonesia go a bit harder than Singapore? What was the main difference?
Culture, I think not much because during that time was Robert Albert was the coach that
Okay.
2009, 2010. Yeah. So Robert has always been, a foreign coach. They will just do what they have been doing, same like in Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah. Until in 2013, then I have a local coach that took me. Yeah. But then it was still easy for me because the trust that we have, and of course as a senior player and a foreign player there, so he gave me the trust. Of course, it's easier. Yeah.
Okay. So that was but mainly of course because you had your time in Indonesia and all. Then after that period of time in 2014, you returned back to Singapore itself. When you shifted from Indonesia back to Singapore suddenly, was there any difference in your playing style, or because of how you are, you managed to adapt quickly back again to Singapore? Because in terms of the mental, because there you enjoyed your time so much, you come back to Singapore a bit too dry. Did that affect anything?
Playing style and all doesn't really affect, but I think the finance was of course it's a big pay cut. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was when I came back, most of the clubs already signed
Okay.
players. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it during the mid-season or no?
It was
Just before pre-season?
Just before.
Oh.
It's towards the end before the closing window.
Okay, so they took you in. But when you came back to Singapore, was it really because of the Indonesia ban on the Singapore football, or was there just...
Yeah, it's not bad. It's because of the... So if it's a dualism for a league in a country, FIFA won't recognize whatever for that league that you play for that. Even one whole year. You are not recognized. I mean, it's as though it's the
Amateur.
system you are not playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was that the reason you came back, or was it...
Yeah, that was the reason I came back. If not,
No club.
they will see me on my ITC that I'm not playing any international or outside.
So
football.
that was the main reason when you came back to Singapore football itself, lah. Yeah, because I mean, Ande, looking back at your resume, it seems that you had your time in Tampines Rovers in 2015 and all, but you didn't reach your peak there. Was there any reason why you didn't reach your peak? Was it because of the injury, or was it because of mental?
Injury wasn't the issue. I think because there's lots of players during that time in Tampines when I came back. Yeah, they all are big names there. I think right from first 11 to the bench, all are ex-international. Yeah,
So it's a bit harder to penetrate through, lah.
yeah. But of course, I was the starter. But I think the style of play that the coach wants also is different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who was the coach back then?
Sundram.
Oh, so
But
I watched.
he was more defending kind of coach during that time of his. Yeah, because he was from Young Lions, right? And Young Lions are, defense, compact, work, and attack. But we are all experienced players already. A more attacking kind of style. So I think the style of play didn't suit us.
But why did you decide to take Tampines though? Was there any other club offer in local? I mean,
After from Geylang to Tampines, because Tampines was the one offered. I supposed to go to Quebec to Tampines
understand.
before Geylang, but because Tampines have other plans to
Okay.
sign. Yeah.
So that's why you came back to...
Yeah. Then after that, then the following year, then Tampines called me back.
Okay. Yeah. During your time at Tampines under Sundram and all, how was it like training with him and all? Because when we did a bit of research, they mentioned that you butt head slightly with the coach. Was that true or was it false?
Butt head.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
I know butt head.
But what was
like clash of hits.
Yeah.
Clash of hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Different opinion.
I only threw my JC at halftime.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
what happened?
because he because that time was, I think I still remember the game was against Brunei. Yeah, Brunei.
Okay.
Against Brunei. Yeah. So halftime, he immediately wants to take me out without any reason. So of course I know that I still can contribute. Yeah. So okay, fine. I just threw my JC and I walk off. Then he was like, hey, why? And after that, hey, call him back. Then he chased me and said, okay, you continue. You got to say. bit drama sikit kan. Kasih drama mama sikit kan. Dia merajuk, okay, main lah. So, second half start, I think after 10 minutes, I assist.
So it was good.
Yeah, we won that game.
Yeah. But if now, because now you're a coach, if that kind of if that kind of player do the same treatment to you, how would you react? Will you also
I let him go.
let him go?
I will deal with him after the game.
So you want to put him on the second half? No chance.
But why?
Like I said, a coach have to be firm. Then your coaching credibility will be there.
I agree.
If you suddenly call him back, then the other player will see, what's this coach?
No matter if star players or not.
But maybe Sundram has his own way.
Understand.
He have his own reason why he took me back and put it, because that's why I contribute, right? Then he say, okay, I'm right to put him back,
Okay.
So maybe he have his own reason. Like for me, I will deal with him later.
After the pitch and all.
Of course, when I want to take him out, I have my own reason too. Yeah.
Will you let him know?
Of course, after the game, I will pull him aside.
To the side and let him know lah. I mean, because you had your time in Tampines Rovers, when you came and all. But you only spent, I think, about 1 to 2 seasons there, if I'm not wrong.
Tampines, yeah.
Tampines. Then after that, you went over to
One season,
Warriors.
then I went to Warriors. Yeah.
And during your time at Warriors and all, you managed to score 4 goals and you managed to assist 6 times. What was the difference in terms of why you're performing so well out of the sudden? Was it because of the team, the teammates, or was it because of the culture?
First was the coach, of course. Like I said, the difference. Different coach can influence a different way on how he wants the game to be played, the style of play, and of course the management of players.
Okay.
And another thing is, of course, the players that I was with.
Okay.
Yeah. But the coach style of play and his clear vision and objective is more important lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was mainly because of the morale lah, I would say, that affected
When you were at Warriors, how old were you?
Warriors was 2016. Yeah,
Around 30 plus already.
Yeah.
Do you still have that motivation to?
I think about 34. 32, 34.
How was it like playing at Warriors? Because now there's not many players that played for Warriors because of what happened to Warriors, But how was Warriors like in the back end?
During that
During
year,
that time when you were playing?
it was all good. The
Okay.
same management that F the following year. F up the following year. Yeah. But I was lucky they even offered me again.
But
I was already working at Harley Davidson.
Okay.
I say, thank you so much.
Okay.
So lucky you didn't
I'm
take that
done. So
main
lucky if I take that, I will be one of the players that didn't have received any salary.
Correct. But I mean, because not many actually understand the detail on what happened to Warriors and all, but just touching on the surface and all, what was the main reason of their downfall? Was it because of cash flow? Was it because of no sponsor? Over-promising of salary?
About our sponsors, I think most clubs in Singapore, I think a few clubs only really did well on getting sponsors and going out there, marketing and all. I think the other clubs are lacking. This is what are lacking in Singapore clubs.
Correct.
Yeah. They want to run a club, but they are not doing job to find sponsors.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Any reason on why you feel like the club don't bother to find sponsor? Is it because you don't have proper team or just something that they're not interested in because you're too focused on football?
Maybe they are not too focused on it. They are just wanting the position, the name.
Okay.
Maybe all this, they just want name so that, when they meet with other business partners, I own a football team, blah, 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 blah.
Okay. So it's because of
so
title.
they have
So they don't feel like they want to do the groundwork. lah.
The groundwork, they will just hope for the best, I think.
So you, from Warriors, you went to Harley Davidson and then you landed a job in Tanjong Pagar United
No.
as a coach.
Not really.
No. So what's
From
the journey?
Warriors, Harley Davidson, facility manager.
Oh, so that one was not on the net, no?
Okay.
Exclusive.
Then afterwards, Tanjong Pagar.
Then Tanjong Pagar.
So Along called you again.
Yeah, he say, how about you come back from retirement?
What was your thought process reaction when Along called you come back from retirement? What was your answer to him?
I gladly say yes.
Yeah.
But at that point of time, you didn't have your coaching license or you already had your coaching license?
I already had my B.
Okay.
Yeah.
But coaching was something that you already planned to do after retirement or was something you just took on the side?
Actually, I didn't plan anything while I was playing. That's the thing with most of the players back then.
Yeah.
Didn't plan, we just go with the flow. Yeah. Then in between, then just want to start to take diploma lah, the private diploma, take this, take that. Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame it because during your time in Indonesia, the limelight was so big. If I was also playing there, I wouldn't think what happened tomorrow, no?
Yeah.
But touching on the Indonesia topic and all, no plans on going back at that point of time to Indonesia to find a club coach there? Or was the interest not there?
After the last club, Warriors, I didn't really think of going back.
Okay.
Because I know during that period, the dualism is still a problem there. Yeah, still existing. That's why I couldn't even go back there. And if I could turn back time, during that, I have one period that Lion Shaw, I think, Sundram did offered to come back to play for Lion Shaw.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't. I turned it down because I was like, like you said, you feel like Cristiano Ronaldo already there. Then you did. So if turn back time, if I could have came back to play like Lion Shaw, maybe I could have thought that open a market in Malaysia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Malaysia League. Maybe maybe still playing maybe.
I mean, you come back from retirement or you announce your retirement a few times. When did you realize that it was truly time to retire? Okay, enough. I stop.
Actually, till today,
You still think you can play?
I still think I can play. The first retirement was because of the rule. The under 23 must start. Which I think is bullshit. Why? Because other countries tried this, the quality drops. For me, if you are good, you start. Even if you are 40, if you are way better, you can contribute better than the 23, then you start. They have to earn it. They have to earn the place. So because of that, with one is ego, one is emotion. So I consider myself okay, I retired.
Retire yourself.
And I go Hali. Try to don't think about football.
I cannot.
Then after 2 years, then lucky that time was COVID. COVID in 2019. So just nice I went into facility management. So going about 2 years or so. Then Alam Shah got me and say, hey, how about you come back from retirement? And I say, I also miss football already. So I think, but I know that physically I'm not ready after 3 years, 4 years. Not in proper training, and the intensity will be different.
Correct.
Yeah, but still I go on.
Still carry on. But touching on what you mentioned with regards of, it shouldn't be an under 23 kind of thing. It should have been who can play better. They should get a spot and all. What's your thoughts on the last season when, this season is a lot of the players get released and all. What's your thoughts on that? And it's all top players getting released from club, not having contracts.
I think for that matter, I think it's because of course, the foreign slot, right?
Correct.
The increase of the foreign slot. It's difficult. Of course, the league should grow.
Correct.
With quality, more foreigners. Should grow. Because if don't grow, then it's just a waste of time, waste of money. They're paying all these big bucks to foreign players and all. But of course, the downside, the locals only have 4 spots.
Correct, to play.
4 spots to play, to start the game. And the rest all are in SPL too. So, to be honest, for national team coach, like I said, they will be looking at SPL 2 more.
Correct.
Than looking at the league. Because the league, all the foreigners are playing.
But do you think, is there any way for players to avoid this? Because a lot of them, when they're out of contract, they're actually at their peak of their real world, 30, 32, they have family commitment and all. So do you advise these boys and all, like the younger boys, to actually go out of the country to find opportunity elsewhere? Or what's your thoughts on it?
For me, if they have the chance and they have the contacts, they should find outside. Outside.
Understand. Okay.
I mean, you've played had such a long career as a player. You enjoyed and all that, and then now you're a coach. How is that compared to playing? Do you prefer to be a coach or a player?
I still prefer to be a player because a player is easier than being a coach. A coach, there's lots of work. If those think that a coach is an easy job, it's not. A proper coach, there's a lot of work to be done. But a cockroach. No, a cockroach, he just come and just put marker and play and just go back. But a proper coach, lots of work. Even I told Alam Shah, that's why I can't see myself in your shoes like this as a head. Yeah.
But any plans on moving up to the first team, or are you still happy with the under 17?
There are, but now besides coaching, assisting the first team. I also doing the administrative work
Okay.
for the club.
For the club stuff.
So all the registrations, all the paperwork. So I've been doing all this for the past 2 years plus. Yeah.
How is that like compared to?
Yeah, for me, because I have the background in Harley and facility management, doing all this paperwork. So
okay.
more or less, I'm okay with it. And for me, I'm more into looking at management role.
Okay. Okay.
So the ground work, like coaching and all that, it's just
Yeah, I love going down, but I'm looking more to management role.
Yeah. So don't mind me asking, what's the salary like during your prime days and today?
My
Your playing days in Arema probably, and now the coaching, because you have like multiple roles.
during the transition was vast different. But after went into coaching, and now slowly the gap becoming reduced. Yeah.
Okay.
Along is taking care of him well, bro.
Because same, if you start as a player,
Yeah.
unknown, you need to work and earn it. So when you get out, you start as a coach. It's same like as a player, you got no experience. So that's why people look at you, and then slowly you will rise.
I understand.
Yeah.
So they won't match your player salary first.
No,
Okay.
because as a coach, it's different. As a player, you listen. As a coach, you need to
Gain experience.
yeah.
Okay. Understand.
You need to pass down
That-
how you pass it down, how clear the message you want to pass down to your, because these are the next generations of footballers that want to succeed. You cannot just anyhow,
I mean, talking about touching on that, because you have seen the younger guys, you have seen the older guys and all, and you have seen your playing days in Indonesia and also Singapore and all. Do you think football have evolved during the years throughout your time then all the way to now, or has it been slightly on a decline?
For me,
For Southeast Asia.
for Southeast Asia,
Yeah, Southeast Asia.
I think most have evolved.
Okay.
Us evolve individually, I can see.
Okay.
Yeah, individually, players now are more, you can see more Chinese are now playing. More Chinese are playing, and some even better than some Malays.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, we have to be, better on it, you can see. Because why? Parents invest their kids into academies, trainings and all at a young age. Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on it? Do you feel like investing in a child at a younger age works better? Should parents put in more money for academies and all?
If you know the academies, the coaches there, what they are doing, the objective, then don't mind investing, because you know that this money in future will be worth it
More.
for your kids. Yeah.
You talk about academies. Tanjong Pagar have youth academies to get players.
Yeah.
Then you talk about parents paying for investing in their child to get academies. Then what about those parents where they cannot afford to send their child? Do you guys as a coach go out to scout these players, or how? Or you just wait? Okay, we just open a trial and see who comes and all that. What are the things that you guys do?
Now, like for us, we don't really scout because of the time that we have. We have the age group youth, and we have the SPL, and then SPL 1, SPL 2. But during like tournaments or trial, we will come for trial. Then we will see. Yeah, like for us in SPL, there's no need for any payment. If you are good, we will take.
Understand.
Yeah, only the academies they will have to pay. Yeah,
So like SPL trials for Tanjong Pagar, no payment.
yeah.
whoever can
COE
just
there's
come.
no payment needed.
Okay,
Touching on the COE topic, because during my time, I'm not so old, during my time at that point of time, what I heard was the COE salary was per month was about $30 a month, $40 a month.
Yeah.
Talking about today, is it still similar?
It's the same. Only that Tanjong Pagar add on another $10. $50 a month. 20 from 30 or $20. So
Yeah.
$50.
But I mean, because ND, of course, the figure is not very lucrative for them to look at and all. So if let's say, how is a boy supposed to keep up with his momentum, morale and all? If this is the figures going on, should the club invest more, or is there another angle that a boy should look at if they want to come into a club?
For me, from my point of view, in the first place, parents are not forking out any money.
Okay, understand.
If you are good, you are selected. And now we are giving you, even though it's $50, it's not much, of course.
Yeah.
Can't even cover the whole month. But at least you know that your kids are in a good environment and good
Program.
for growth. Football for growth.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's already good enough for me there. If I'm a parent, it's okay, $50. If you're not enough, daddy can, support you for your, because this is for your growth. Rather than putting you to some academies that I don't even know the coach and what they are doing and paying hundreds of $400, $300 of dollars.
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah. Then you still get that $50 for your own pocket money.
So parents should view it at that angle instead.
Yeah.
Understand?
Because some parents are just looking at, of course, if LCS have all the resources, as a parent, I will go there since they want you go.
Yeah.
But now at our state, in Singapore clubs, you don't have all that LCS have. So we just have to,
Make do.
what we have.
What you have. Yeah.
So why do you think Singapore football hasn't reached to like Europe potential or like stars?
I think part of it is all the changes that have been made. Keep on changing TD, changing the style, changing the head coach, and then changing the different kind. And there's too much organization football happening at one time. There's UTR, there's SFA, but actually it's all in one umbrella.
Yep.
But all we need is just one, and the rest just follow.
Follow through. Correct.
Yeah.
One
So
leader.
everybody knows this is the Singapore identity of football. Everybody, the clubs or the youth should follow.
Follow through.
Why do you think that hasn't happened yet?
Because everybody wants to say.
Everyone the power.
They all want
Yeah.
like you said earlier, maybe they all want the
The power.
title.
Because this is what is being shared also by Alam Shah when he went to Japan.
Okay.
The Japan, you can see,
Systematic.
it's all the same. You go everywhere in Japan, the kids at this age are all playing the same. That switch play, that long ball, how they want to play, this short, how many passes. It is the same conditions and all.
Actually, what I feel is it should have actually started from the primary school actually, right?
Yeah,
Primary
from
school,
you.
secondary school.
Yeah.
There should be a program for them, I feel.
Yeah.
Then everybody will relatively be at the same level. Because at this age when, sometimes I meet the ex-pro players to just, have a kickabout session, we realize that, we are actually very backwards as compared to even the local players in the scene. So I feel like if they had a program for the secondary school and primary school, maybe there would be a bit of a difference.
Yeah,
Correct.
And I mean, reflecting on your career, you've gone through so many teams, played so many games. What advice would you give a young Singaporean athlete who hope to succeed or be a top professional one day?
For me, determination. If you set your goal at it, determine, work hard to it, never give up. Cause your journey, this football journey is long. Okay? Sometimes you don't make it here or now, but if you don't give up, it's a long journey. So don't stop. You will make it maybe in other clubs or other channel.
You talk about don't give up, sorry, just touching on, is there a time where you felt like giving up?
Never.
The mental
Because like I said, from the start, at 7, I already put everything that I want to be playing for the national team.
I mean, really nothing has put you down.
Nothing.
Okay.
But how you
Nothing.
keep yourself mentally strong, that kind of stuff?
I don't know, it's just the goal.
Just
The
you,
goal.
yeah.
So I was, whatever along the way comes, even I want to party or what in between, whatever, but my goal is still there.
Still the same.
I don't care. If I want to party, means I have to work hard. Then I will party harder. It's like I work for something, that's my return, my reward. Yeah. So if you want to party but you don't want to work, then it's different. And people will start talking about you.
Understand.
So if you don't want people to talk about you, then you show it on the pitch, you work, then people can talk about you outside.
Work hard, play hard.
Play harder.
Yeah. Touching on that, because since you have so much experience in both Singapore and Indonesia, any future plans of opening up the Indonesia market for Singaporean boys?
Actually, Indonesia for Singaporeans are always open for the Asian slot. But only that the problem is now the connection there, the clubs.
But would you want to bridge that connection? You become the main guy. Any plans, future plans?
If you can be the
opportunity present
agent.
itself.
You can be the agent.
That's what I thought also.
Oh, is it? What happened? What happened?
But maybe in the future?
Yeah, maybe in the future.
Still
Yeah.
open for-
because
for-
because footballers, there's still youth coming up. Maybe this generation out, the next generation will come in.
Correct.
Yeah, and maybe in future Singapore football starts to grow and back to
How it was.
Golden
the
days.
the glory days and demands from Indonesia and even Thailand, Vietnam. Vietnam is difficult. They have their own kind of
channel.
but Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia. These are the three countries.
Mainly the current plan now is coaching and all. So touching back on the very first topic and all, what can the fans expect for Tanjong Pagar in this season and all? Anything different? I heard they have more foreigners. Is that true or not?
Yep, this year of course with the more foreign slot, and of course we our what do you say? Searching for foreign quality players. Of course, it will be different from last season.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully they will be ready and fit.
Yeah.
And injury free before the season start. Yeah.
When you say coach,
Sorry, any goals in terms of where Tanjong Pagar want to finish? Top 3, top 2?
I think it's already stated. It's a top 3
Top 3.
for
Okay.
this season.
For
Of
this
course, you never know going
Correct.
along.
Yeah.
If not top 3, at least at AFC spot.
Okay. Understand.
So that will be Singapore Cup. Yeah.
At least something. At least some. Yeah.
But
Correct.
I have a strong feeling definitely this year will be a good season and a surprise to see a new Tanjong Pagar.
It may be the
forward,
Leicester.
Looking forward.
Looking forward.
forward
Yeah.
to it.
And any underdog story will be quite interesting. What?
Yeah, correct. When that happens, we can call him back again.
Second time.
What's next for Ridhuan Muhamad?
What's next?
Yes.
Huh?
What are your plans moving forward? Like you said, you want to be in the management role. How
Yeah.
is that moving now?
So so this is the stepping stone in Tanjong Pagar. Besides coaching, these are the things that we the management are open for us to grow, and they will always support. So maybe going through the in future for the management course, for the manager role.
Vice chairman role. Will you be
Vice
considered to take up vice chairman?
Not for now.
Not for now. Okay.
If not, later my face at TMSG.
Story for another day.
KMSG story is behind the scenes.
We've come to the end of this another great episode with R6, Mr. Ridhuan Muhamad. Do catch Tanjong Pagar in the Singapore Premier League. Like he's mentioned, they have a different kind of team and we look forward to see how they perform. Till then, this is Sportswire, wired for sports, driven by passion. See you guys.
Thank you.
What a brilliant goal! Usain Bolt storming through, takes it again. We've never seen anything like it.
The Sportswire Podcast.